Afternoon everyone, so today we're at a Range Rover Evoque 2015. So the customer's complaint with this one is the door does not lock or unlock the driver's door only. So we're doing a full scan, we'll see what comes up. So the codes in the engine control module are knock sensor, reductant level sensor, selective catalyst, knock sensor, and a P341 camshaft position sensor circuit A. But you can see they're all historic, and that's not our problem today. Speaker, control module, touchscreen, and that's it. So there's nothing here for the doors, so let's go into that. Better to go to system list. Now, the old cars you would go right into the BCM, but these new cars, each of the doors has its own module. So we'd go into the driver's door module, enter into that, read fault codes, no codes, that's great, read data stream, crash sensor, so we just type in, say, lock, and we'll okay. There's actually, I had a little look earlier on, there's not much meaningful data here, so with them being no codes, what I'm going to do is speak to the main dealer and see if this is a common issue. Well, here's actuation test. Lock, mirrors, not much here. Right, speak to the main dealer. What I told him, I've got problems with the driver's door lock. I said, is this a common fault? He says, yes, it is a common fault with the driver's door, but it's also a common fault with the rest of the doors. So he said, eventually, you'll need a full set of locks. I thought, that's wonderful, that's progress. So we're going to order one, and I'll let you see when it comes in. So here is the part number for the driver's door, Lima Romeo 091354. This is a genuine part. We've seen online other people had bought aftermarket and they failed no long after. So there's plenty of other videos online how to do this job, but they never explained this bit. So see at the bottom there, see these yellow cables? We found going through the door lock, you have to take these tabs down, then you flick that one out down the bottom. I'll show you on the twist it. You got to twist that, you got to go from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock and then it comes out. And then the other one, I'll nip in there, Roddy. We had to take the cover off the top there to get into the top one, and you've got to start with this one and put that in first and take that out last. So I can't show you now, but you've got to rotate it round and get that into the plastic. You be very careful with that. And now, in order to get these things out, these yellow things, you put a wee screwdriver and they come down the way, the same at the other side, and then you pop it out. So you do the top one through this side and the bottom one through in there. And then the other thing, there's a cover there we took off. One screw. That's it, one screw. Then we'll put it back on. It's a torque, eh? That's torque. No way of doing it. Another thing, to hold these bolts in into the latch, it's a T30 torque, but it has, what do you call it, tamper proof. So what did we do with that? So they've got the bit in the middle. What the end did we use, Roddy? There's a big one. There's a big one. So then you have to use a torque like that. Torque 30, was it? T30 with a hole in the middle. The hole's big. Again, so another thing is, we have to leave the lever off this thing in order to get it rotate, so we'll do that last to put it back in. So I'll show you that once it's back in. This is painful. As we put the door handle release mechanism back in, you can see that little white bit. So that's exactly the same. You use a little screwdriver underneath that, but be very careful. And in order to get the little silver bit back in, the connection point, take it and go up the way and angle it down, and then you can remove it. So you can see the yellow bits are back in, this goes on, and then we mount it, and then we'll put our cover plate back on. impossible without removing the colour plate. And there was only one man got to the bottom of that, and it wasn't me. It was Roderick. There is the cover back on. You can see it's held in with a T20 Torx down there at the bottom. And see up the top there, you actually put it on, there's a little clip at the back and it clips in, and then you put...
Like a hook.
It's like a hook mechanism, and then you put that bit of sticking black plaster, as you call it, over there. So that's us, we're ready to mount the thing now. So that's it finally fitted, and the door now works perfectly. I'll let you see. So we hit the button, it's locked. We hit the other button, it unlocks. Oh, you've got to hit the button twice for that, Roddy. Twice for the back doors. Good. Now, the only thing about these Land Rovers, if you press and hold the key, Volkswagen and BMW and that, the window goes up, but it doesn't go up on this thing. But never mind, it's fixed. Thank goodness. Here's the old motor. The door module, if they call it, or whatever. Multi-plug connector. So I was listening to a few guys online, and they said you're better to go for OE, because if you buy aftermarket, you will be back here in a year again doing exactly the same job, and that would be not recommended for this thing. I think the Achilles heel's this bit up here, this white bit, not really sure, but a very, very fiddly job, and it's a two-man job. And as I showed you earlier on, taking that T20 Torx out is key to this whole job, to get access, to get that little bit at the back up the top and that one down the bottom, because if you don't take that cover off, I would deem that impossible, this job. So, but there you go, another one fixed. Spoke to the customer, and he just told us that this job was done 2 years ago. But I think you can see here they've fitted an aftermarket part. So the moral of this story is, don't do it. Just pay the money, pay the big bucks and get it done. Use a OE equipment, although the original didn't last that long either. So, but hopefully this is a modified part.